Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samprabha Nirvignam Kurme Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir me sada Saṃskṛtam Dayanandam Paramartha-swarupinam Tattva-jnana-prashāstaram Pranatosmi param padam Vāgartha-viva sampraktau Vāgartha-pratipattaye Jagatah-pitarau vande Parvati Parameshwarau Yenākṣara-samāmnāyam Adhigamya Maheshwarat Kritsnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Paninaye Namaha Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhāṣyakaram Patanjalim Pāninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have seen the Karmani related niyamas, rules for the different types of dhatus, different ending dhatus, karanta, ukaranta, rikaranta, rikaranta, etc. Now this is a summary. After summary, we will do some vyasa. So with that, the topic will be over. So sarvadhataka vishaye, lat, lung, lot, ling. These are sarvadhataka lakaras. There are more than more than 10 lakaras, 10 plus 1, 11 lakaras, including the late lakara of the Veda, Chandas. Chandas. In the Veda, we see the late lakara. Say late lakara, exempting late lakara, there are 10 lakaras. Among the 10 lakaras, these 4 are sarvadhatuka lakaraha. The remaining are adadhatuka lakaraha. These are called loosely sarvadhatuka lakara, adadhatuka lakara. But pratyas only are called sarvadhatuka, adadhatuka iti. That is Panini Sutram Sarada. Tingshat Sarvadhatukam, adadhatukam sheshaha. But pratyas, the lakaras are also loosely classified. Now, this for sarvadhatuka lakara, we have seen the dhatu ending with that is ajanta dhatu first, and among the ajanta dhatu akara, what change will happen? There are no akaranta dhatu. In fact, some akaranta dhatus are there in the 10th gana, but it will undergo some other change. So that's why it is not given, nothing is there. And we have akaranta dhatu. Examples we have seen. Akaranta dhatu, that akara, that a will be replaced by e, depending on what the dhatu is. Right? That is, utsarga is e. Akara will be replaced by e. Remember the rule? By what rule it becomes? Gumasta rule is that all the Akaranta dhatu as well as Ajanta dhatus also. All will become like Glai, Mlai, etc. also. They also Akaranta dhatu, becomes Akaranta. All will become Gumasta, Dapa, Jahati, Sam, Aladi, Kiti, Prataye Pare, Ikarade, Bhavati. Not all the Akaranta, therefore we have some exceptions also where we have, like Nyayate, etc. Nyayate, Jayate,
Yayate.
yeah, all those things are exceptions. So exceptions are given. This is in general. All Akaranta dhatus are of course with bearing the exceptions. So Akaranta dhatu will be replaced by E. Just to start with, here itself we cannot give the exception, that's why yes, not given. Later we will mention some Akaranta dhatus. That it will not be replaced by E, it will be as it is. Nyayate, Yayate, etc. Then dhatu ending with Ivarna will become Dirgaha. All the Ivarnanta, Uvarnanta dhatu both become Dirgaha. By the rule, we have seen. By what rule becomes Dirgaha? Ivarnanta, Uvarnanta dhatu. That is when a not a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya. Should not be a Sarvadhatuka and also should not be a Krit Pratyaya. Okay. In the Karmani Prayoga, we have seen that the Vikarana Pratyaya is Yak, right? Yak, is it a Krit Pratyaya? It is not a Krit Pratyaya. Please note. Yak is not a Krit Pratyaya. What about Shap, Shen, etc.?
Vikarana.
Shap is Vikarana Pratyaya. It's good. But is it a Krit Pratyaya?
No. Oh, Guruji.
It's not a Krit Pratyaya. Okay, what about Ta Pratyaya, Tavatu Pratyaya?
Yes.
Krit Pratyaya.
Then how do you know which are Krit, which are not Krit? Because in the rule we have seen, when a Akrit Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya, Akrit Sarvadhatuka, the A is for both. It should not be a Krit Pratyaya, should not be a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya, right? Then follows that Kiti Giti Pratyaya Pare, then Dirgaha Bhavati. So E become E. So Akrit Sarvadhatuka Yogo, in fact we have seen that. I think we saw I mentioned the rule, not the rule, entire sutram, but the sutram, in fact, the sutram only I mentioned. Akrit Sarvadhatuka Yogo, but not explained everything in accordance with the sutram. Okay, but you can see whatever is there. In fact, I'll give it the sutram without telling the sutram directly. In fact, what I've given is only sutram. So there, Akrit Sarvadhatuka Yogo, look, I will open the file and show you. Send you the document last class. Let's see that file. Here it is. Akrit Sarvadhatuka Yogo. Dirgaha Bhavati. When Yakaradi Kitingiti Pratyaya Pare Angasya. Here in this example, Chi is the Anga. Chi plus Yak plus Te. Chi is the Anga with regard to Yak, and Chi plus Yak is the Anga with regard to Te. Yak Pratyaya comes. Why Yak Pratyaya? When a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya follows Karmani Prayoge Yak Pratyaya Bhavati. That's a rule. Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya Pare Kartari Ganavikarana Pratyaya Bhavati. Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya Pare Karmani Yak Pratyaya Bhavati. These are the basic things. I think you know it very well. Condition is when a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya falls. That is why here in this chart it is given before itself only for Sarvadhatuka Lakara, not for lit Lakara, ring Lakara, Ashiling, etc. Okay, those are the Dhatuka Lakara. Only Sarvadhatuka Vishaye. Therefore, when Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya follows, Te Ite Ante Sarvadhatuka. Karmani we are doing Kartaripada Pratyaya we had. So when a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya follows, Kartari Ganavikarana. Karmani Yak. That's important. to be noted. These are the basic things. So yak pratyaya comes. Now, the dhatu is the ganga for the yak and the dhatu plus yak is yanga for the pratyaya. Now here, with regard to yak, the anga is chi. Therefore, angasya. What type of anga? Ivarnantasya angasya. Here it is Ivarnanta dhatu, that's why. So, the Ivarnanta, whatever may be kar, Ivarnanta, Uvarnanta. In fact, it is Ajanta. The Ach, if it is Rasva, it will become Dirgha. That is what the Sutra says. When followed by what? Yakaradi Pratyaya. What type of Pratyaya? Yakaradi. It should not be a Sarvadhataka Pratyaya. It should not be a Krit Pratyaya. Akrit Sarvadhataka Yogo. Important. We have seen, right? I explained, I think, in the last class. This Akrit Sarvadhataka Yogo. Maybe not be in detail. Because yak we know it is not a Sarvadhataka. Is it Sarvadhataka?
No.
Why it's not Sarvadhatukam? Because it is neither thing nor shit. Therefore, Adadhatukam Sheshaha by that sutra. You know that sutra very well because we have been telling that repeatedly. So, therefore, yak is Adadhataka Pratyaya. Therefore, it is not Sarvadhatukam. Is it Krit Pratyaya? The question comes. How do you know it's a Krit? Okay, this is further this you have to know something about the sutra. The sutra, the location, the background of this, how it is. See, I don't know, may not won't be able to tell completely, but something. In the Sutra Pata, we have an important adhikara in the first section of the third chapter. Okay, I will show you the Sutra Pata. You will understand. It's not that much difficult. I'll explain. Just pure common sense. You don't need to understand the sutra in detail, how it is and all. This is a sutra part. This understanding of which is krut, which is akrut, they won't tell in the beginning. But of course, we are not beginners anymore. So this is third chapter, first section, you can see.
Can't see, Guruji. You're sharing.
Third chapter, first section. Okay. You know that 3, 4, 5, told you before, the chapters where what are dealt with? Pratyas are dealt with. Pratyas added to what? The Prakriti, right? If the Prakriti is Dhatu, then the Pratyaya is?
Kriyapada.
The Pratyaya can be a Krit Pratyaya or can be a Ting Pratyaya, right? It can be Krit or it can be Ting or it can be something other than this also. What are the Pratyayas are there in the third chapter? Third chapter means how many sections? 4 sections. Each chapter has got 4 sections, right? So the Pratyayas in the third section or the Pratyayas which are added to Dhatu to get accordingly whatever the depending on the Pratyaya. If it is a Krit Pratyaya, you get a Pratipadikam. Ting Pratyaya, you get a Padam, Kriya Padam. So if it is other than Ting Pratyaya, what are they? You will get a Kriya, you will get a Pratipadikam. If Pratyaya other than Ting Pratyayas are added to Dhatu, what do you get? It is Pratipadikam, right? Subject to declension. So the Pratyayas which are added to Dhatus are covered in the third section, third chapter. Fourth chapter, fifth chapter is they deal with Pratyayas added to Pratipadikam. That is not required. Third chapter alone, if you take. Now the Pratyayas, as I told, when Ting Pratyayas are added, you get a Padam, Kriya Padam. When Ating Pratyayas are added, not a thing. A thing means what? Not a thing. Then what do you get? You get a Pratipadikam.
Pratipadikam.
That's what we call Kridantas. like ta, tavatu, and twa pratyaya, lep pratyaya, etc. All those things we have tintumun, and we are going to see shatranta later. Shatra pratyaya. All these pratyas, they give rise to pratipadikam, added to dhatus. Now the question here is, think pratyas we know, and athing pratyas, I said, adding which them to the dhatu, right? Adding with to the dhatu, you get a pratipadika vaisa. But not all athing pratyas are krit pratyas. Okay, that's what we are going to see. That's what I'm going to show you. Not all athing pratyas. You know, athing means you understand that which are not thing is called athing. Not all athing are krit. Okay, how do we know that? Without sutra, it's not possible to know it. Otherwise, I have to give a list of pratyas. These are not krit pratyas, I have to tell. Better I can show the Sutram Pata and explain that. It will be easy. You don't need to know much in detail about the Sutra. Just you see that 91, what is 91, 91st Sutra? Dhatoho, right? So the Dhatoho 3191. From here onwards up to 34, the last Sutra, 34117, it's given on the right hand side. Up to that, it is Dhatu Adhikara. It's Dhatu Adhikara means the topic of Dhatu. The topic that are that is the pratyas which are added to dhatus is a topic dealt with in this range. Range is 3191 to 34117. So in this section only, in this range only, in this part only, the pratyas which are not thing are considered to be krit. You can see 93. Krita thing. What is krita thing? Split sandhi. What do you get?
Krit ating.
Krit, what is a thing? What are krit? That which are not thing is called krit. Only from here onwards only. Not before, because before we have pratyas. Before 3190. It means 311 onwards, 3190. First sutra up to 90th sutra. We have pratyas. Like you can see here. Shan is there. Yak is there. Right? Shap is there.
Shap.
All these are before this adhikar, dhatoho. They are not krit, because after 91 only we said krita thing, not before, right? So whatever the pratyas are there before this adhikara dhatoho, they are not krit pratyas. Okay, therefore yak is, shap is not a krit, yak is not a krit, shan is not a krit, shnu, fifth gana vikarna shtu, not a krit, and 10th gana we had nich, it is not a krit. 10th gana vikrana pratyaya, not vikrana pratyaya. 10th gana pratyaya is nich. Churadibhyo nich. 25th sutra nich. And there are so many other pratyas are there. Namadhatu pratyaya, etc. All those pratyas which are covered here, they are not krit. They are not thing. They are not krit. That which are not thing or krit is applicable only after 91. 91 onwards up to end. Since yak is mentioned before 3191, yak is mentioned in 3167, Sarvadhatmike yak. Therefore, it is neither a krit nor a sarva. It's not Sarvadhatmika, of course, we know. Not a krit. Not a thing is not required, because if it's not a thing means then you will conclude it is a krit. It is not Sarvadhatmika, it is Adhadhatmikam, and it is not a krit. That's it. So it is not if it is not a krit, it should be thing. There is no such rule. Okay. Don't think it is akrit means thing. Then we have problem. A thing is krit also we cannot say. That is we can say only for this range alone. That which is not thing is krit only for 3191 to 34 end. Only that range only this is applicable. And before that they are not a thing and they are not a krit. So that condition is there. Okay. If you understand this very well, otherwise also it's good. You understand that yak is not a krit pratyaya, simple. It's as much simple. So don't take ek to be krit. Don't take shap to be a krit. They are not krit.
Yes.
You can understand, right? Follow this.
Yes,
Sutra.
correct.
That's
Yes.
simple.
Yes.
Or if you can want, you can write that which precedes 3191 or not krit. We don't have to say not think, because think pratyas we know. And think pratyas, in fact, it comes in the range 3191 to 34. Then that range it comes, in fact. So the pratyas which are listed before 3191, they are not krit. Therefore, they are akrit. In my document, I have written akrit, means that is what is referred to. Should not be, that a should be connected to both krit as well as sarvadhartuka. Akrit, akrit. A sarvadhartuka is ardhadhartuka. Because only two things are possible, either sarvadhartuka or ardhadhartuka. But that is also not true. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. But we can take, it's not. Okay, anyway, you can take sarva ardhadhartuka, that is, doesn't hurt us now, it's no problem. So neither a krit nor a sarvadhartuka pratyaya follows, and if it is the pratyaya beginning with yakara and the kit pratyaya, angasya dirghatvam bhavati. That's what we saw. Okay, anyway, we are seeing the summary. So let us go back to the summary. So therefore, we can understand the dhatu ending with ivarna or uvarna will get dirghatvam.
Tattva.
Akrit sarvadhartuka yoho dirgaha iti sutram. 7425. Anyway, that is just, I'm saying it is for myself, not for you. Jiyate, niyate. Similarly, huyate, bhuyate, all those things we have seen. Akara and the dhatu will be replaced by ikara, and ivarna and uvarna the dhatu will be replaced by corresponding dirgha letter. This is not karmani rules, are simple. Then rikara and the dhatu already we have seen. What will happen to rikara and the dhatu? Will be replaced by
Guna.
Paper.
Relative.
ring.
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 Re.
That is the first rule, re.
Mm.
If rikara is preceded by a conjunct, then ar.
Ar.
If rikara and the dhatu is preceded by a conjunct, then it will be replaced by ar. Otherwise, it is re only. So
Ring.
kru become kri. Smru example given. That is rikara preceded by a conjunct. This is what we also saw. Preceded by a conjunct, it will be ar. So this is the difference. And rikara and the dhatu,
Ir.
rikara and the dhatu. What will happen to rikara and the dhatu? Dhatu ending with rikara. We have seen. That is
Virgal.
replaced by
Ir.
e.
Viru only.
Ir. Whenever r is replaced by the un letter, un means a, e, u, repa will be appended. You know it, right? Guna Sandhi and Vidhi Sandhi we have seen.
Yes.
So rikara replaced by e, and since r is replaced by e is anvarna, therefore repa is appended. Therefore we say ir. This is not angakarya. This is happens. This is preparation of the dhatu, preparing the dhatu for performing the other operation, that like karmani derivation. It has nothing to do with the pratyaya, not because of the pratyaya, independent of the pratyaya. Always will become ir. It's a rule. Okay. It is in, that's what we saw. You can please check. I have written here. Rutaha id dhatoho. Does yet causes this change? No. All the rikara and the dhatus, first you have to do this replacement, and after that only you need to add the pratyaya. Okay. So rikara and the dhatu replaced by ir. Therefore here tir it becomes. After that, what happens? We know.
Dirgat.
Dirghatvam. Because when r is replaced by ir, does it be this tir is, what does it tir is? Is it a dhatu or not?
Yes.
Ekadesha vikrutam ananyavat.
Dhatu.
The part of the limb undergoes change. Instead of the physical and one prosthetic harm is hand is kept. Is that because of that, does the person become a different person? Previously he was someone, he was called Ganesh. Does it become someone Ramesh now? Because of the change in the arm. He's the same person, right?
Yes.
Similarly, Ekadesha Vikrutam Ananyavatu. You replace the hand with the prosthetic arm, right? Same. I mean, we give the example of the dog and the dog example. The dog's tail is cut. It continues to bark only. It's a dog only, right? It cannot become a cat. So Ekadesha Vikrutam Ananyavatu. Ekadesha Vikrutam means a change in a part of a thing will not make it a different thing. It will continue to be the same thing, right? So this is a dhatu only. Now dhatu ending with the repa,
Repa.
preceded by a
Preceded
hal,
by-
a consonant, and followed by a consonant, preceded by a
Preceded by
equal
first
letter.
one. Yeah.
That will become dirgha. That's a rule, we know.
Mm.
We have seen that, right?
Yes, Guruji.
So that becomes therefore diriyate. So here through that rukara becoming ir, or that no nimitta. No nimitta is it becomes independent of the nimitta, not because of yet, right?
Mm.
You understand?
Yes.
That's what the rule also says. All the rukara and the dhatu will be replaced by here. Because of what? Because of the following or preceding? No. All rukara and the dhatus, you have to take the dhatu kosha and see. All rukara, the first operation is this is the operation we do. Okay. Then the doubt must come. Trudhatoho karmani rupam tiryate. Kartari rupam, lat rupam. Karmani lat rupam is tiryate, tiryantu. Kartari lat rupam.
Tarat.
There you get what up. Why don't you do that?
There we
Because
go.
I think I explained the last class. Through. Why don't you replace here through by here? Here it is through plus we are doing kartari, okay.
Yes, sir.
Trudhatu parsami padhatu, therefore through plus shap plus ti. Shouldn't you replace ru by here?
No.
So if you replace,
To
you
go
will have
to
tir plus shap plus ti. Shap is nothing but a, ti. And here tir. So this is shap pratyaya. Can it cause gunanga karya? Takara plus here is tir. Penultimate is short e.
Shati.
So this is a shap. Can shap create angakarya? Can do a gunanga karya? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Therefore, ti will become.
Te.
Therefore, it becomes.
Terati.
Is it the form we have?
No.
No.
You will have terati, terataha. Now, what terati? There is no such form at all. Terati, terataha, teranti, no such forms. What is the form?
Tarati.
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 Tarati and
Then why don't you do that here, that replacement of rukara by here? If you do it, then you get anishta rupam. It means you should not do it. Why? The question comes. Okay, that will come later. But what we do here, through is replaced by, because this is a iganta followed by sardhatika pit pratyaya, therefore we replace it by corresponding guna letter, which is tar plus shap is a, tarati, tarata, tarati shokam, tarati papanam, tarati, atmavite shokam tarati, tarataha taranti. Why we do it here? What's the difference? Again, without the sutra background, it is not possible to explain. I just tell this happens because of the sutra 7384. Sarvadhatuka, Ardhadhatuka Yoga. Sutra is not important. Sutra already you know what it does. Anga ending with Iganta will take guna. That's what this 7384 is. When the Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya, Ardhadhatuka Pratyaya follows, Igantasya gunaha bhavati. When a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya, Ardhadhatuka Pratyaya follows, Ikupadayaha gunaha bhavati, that is 7386. Okay, just a number and we're saying. Now here it is 7384. Now 7100 by that. Rukarantasya dhatoho rukarasya sthane ir adesha bhavati. That is by this sutta, 7100. Now at this point, since 7100 also is applicable, 7384 also is applicable. Which one you will apply? Always you have to apply the later one only. That's a rule. When there is vipratisheda, contradiction, when there is simultaneous application of two sutras, the later one supersedes the preceding one. So therefore 7384 is applied. By that Gunanga Karya happens. So not 7100, by which Iradesha is ordered. Whereas here, since Angakarya is not possible, therefore only you replace it by Ir. Understand? This is the logic.
Yes.
You can note it. So 7384 is Parasutra, Parasutratvat, Param Karyam, Vipratishede, Param Karyam Bhavati. So that is that's the Paribhasha. The Sutram also, Vipratishede, Param Karyam iti. What I said, that is what Sutra is. I'm not saying something on my own. Vipratishede, Param Karyam. When two sutras have simultaneous application, always Para Sutra will take precedence. Paratvat, because of being the later sutra. Paratvat Param Karyam Bhavati eva. Natu Purva Sutra Karyam. Where is that? What I said now. Just find out from the screen.
Second one, Guruji.
Vipratishede Param Karyam. That is a sutra. That is a paribhasha. That is the sutra. This is universally applicable to the sutra. Of course, varying the exceptions. Okay, that's Vikti Diyate you have in Karmani, Sarati in Kartari. Okay. Fine. Then, so Rikaranta also done. Then roots ending with the diphthongs. What is diphthongs? We don't use the word diphthong anyway, but here it is there. Diphthongs are, what is Saṃskṛta word for diphthongs?
Conjunct.
Sanyukta Svaraha. Sanyukta Vyanjanani is different. That is conjunct vowels. Diphthongs are Sanyukta Svaraha. So, Ejanta Dhatavaha. All the Ejanta Dhatu will become Akaranta only. How? We know. I taught you. I told you in the last class.
Yes.
All Ejanta Dhatus will become Akaranta Dhatu. How? When it is not followed by a Shit Pratyaya, in the Upadesh, that is in the Upadesha, Upadeshika, the Dhatu, ending with Upadeshika Dhatu, ending with H letter, like a glai, blai, yai, all those Dhatu. When we add the Pratyaya doesn't have the beginning letter Shakara as the Ita letter, not a Shit Pratyaya. It's not a Shit Pratyaya. Ashitti, Pare, when not followed by Shit Pratyaya, will be replaced by Akara. It's a rule. But what happened to Dhyai Dhatu when followed by Shap Pratyaya? Dhyai Dhatu first kana, followed by Shap. Shit Pratyaya Pare. Will it become Dhya?
No. That Ayadi
Become Dhya, you will have problem. See, Dhyai Dhatu, when I told you, when Ejanta Dhatu followed by the Pratyaya which is not Shit.
not a
If you do, Shap if you do, because first kana, Dhyai Dhatu, and it's a percent pari. Can you replace it, Dhyai by A?
No.
Ejanta, Eka, H letter will be replaced by A when followed by not a Shit Pratyaya.
Not a
But
Shit.
here, Shit Pratyaya follows.
Yes.
Therefore, you cannot replace Yai by A. Cannot do it. Therefore, what happens? Sandhi only happens.
Ayadi Sandhi.
Therefore, Sandhi what? Ayadi Sandhi. Yai becomes Yai. That's why Yakara comes. Otherwise, you will have Ya plus A plus it, Jati. Jati is Anishta Rupam, right? So, whereas in Karmani, what will happen? Followed by a Pratyaya, which is not a Shit. Therefore, Yai will become Ya. So, that's the reason. Okay, anyway. Coming back here. So, all the Aka, therefore, Ejanta Dhatu, we can consider to be Akaranta Dhatu. Therefore, once it is Akaranta, it will be replaced by
E.
E.
barring exceptions. Right?
Mm.
But I don't think here there are any exceptions. You can check because Glai becomes
Nine.
J, J becomes Jayate only. Of course, yeah, exceptions are the J becomes Jayate, not replaced by E. That is that. Yeah, Ga becomes Giyate, fine, but not J. J becomes Jayate only. Similarly, here become Gayate, whereas Glai becomes Glayate. All these you can see and compare with the Gai Dhatu. Gai is Agent Dhatu. That becomes Giyate. That's something odd man out. Okay. Aupadeshika Rupa is, it is Agent Dhatu, ending with I. But that Dhatu, Agent Dhatu becomes Giyate. Okay. That becomes the first is replaced by A and then Akaranta Dhatu and it is replaced by E. That is why in the rule also it is specially mentioned. Not other agent dhatu. Other dhatus you see gu, ma, sta, ga, pa, jahati. There are no other except among the agent dhatus except gai dhatu. Okay. Except gai dhatu. You need to understand like that. All these are the resultant of the understanding of the individual sutra. Finally, to connect everything and understand. It comes only by practice. You can arrive at this, and then you can remember this. Okay, Abhyasa is required to understand first you need to understand all the sutras individually, all the rules individually, and then collectively put together what is the conclusion. Okay. So not only in this topic, similarly it is there in various other topics also. Okay. So you need to do that. Then Glai. So all the agent dhatus becomes Akaranta, except in Karmani Prayoga, finally, except Gaida. Gai become Giyate. So that is only one dhatu, which is agent dhatu, which becomes like other Akara dhatu, it becomes replaced by Ikara.
Ikara.
So therefore, other than these dhatus, all the Akara dhatus will be remain as it is. No, there is no Ikara replacement. Okay, this is one. And Alanta dhatu. Alanta dhatu ending with a consonant, whose penultimate is short.
Short.
It means no, of course, here yak only follows. What will happen? No angakare possible. So whether it's I or something else, doesn't matter. So just join. If it is E or U, what happens? Nothing happens because angakaryaha nishidyate. Therefore, just join. Chit jatu, chityate, buddhyate. And you can note here, for fourth gana, you will have this fourth gana atmanepadi dhatu. Its let rupam, its kartari rupam and karmani rupam will look same. But depending on the context, you have to find out. Okay. Fourth gana, atmani. Why I'm saying buddhyate, buddhatu. Manyate, like that, mandatu also. You can see the forms are similar, depending on the context. Rikaranda dhatu. Here also same, krishyate. So, atupada. What is atupada means? Atupadaha means what? Okay. What is the meaning of atupada?
Upada letter is Akara.
At means akara. At upada yasya dhatuhu saha dhatuhu at upada dhatuhu. Bhagavachan atupadaha dhatavaha. Okay. At upada dhatuhu, if you take it as pullinga, Bhaguri samasa. At upada yasya saha at upadaha will become at upadaha. And like Rama Shabda, you can decline atupadaha bhagavachanam atupadaha dhatuhu itupadaha dhatuhu utupadaha dhatuhu ritupadaha dhatuhu. No change happens. No change happens because the following is a kit tartaya. Now irregular means what?
Samprasarana.
Saṃskṛtam.
So the list of samprasarana dhatus are given here. which is useful, not only in this context, some other context. Ta pratyaya, any kit pratyaya follows, git pratyaya follows, the change happens. So, vak become uk. After that, you join ukyate. Vad become ud. Pap become up. Yaj become ij. Swap. Sup it becomes. Change. Vakara is replaced by
U.
u. Therefore, Vakara is replaced by u. And Vakara plus then Ekara, I mean Akara, Vakara replaced by U plus A. Uyate. Okay, this range dhatu, not here, in some other place. So when the Adesha is given, okay, sorry, Vakara is replaced by U, right? Nakara is italet. Okay, therefore you have only U. And U, what will happen? Now it is Ukara dhatu. Ukara dhatu we have seen, when followed by pratyaya, become dirgha.
Dirgha.
So
Dirgha.
instead of hyphen, you can put this arrow mark. U will become U. Then Uyate you get. Okay. Similarly, Vya is Vakara will not undergo Sampradhanam. You have to go do Sampradhanam only from right to left. Because because of the falling only Sampradhanam happens. Right? Therefore, what precedes the Pratyaya immediately, that is Yakara, that alone will undergo Sampradhanam, will become E. So first is the V. Then after that it is Ikara and the Dhatu becomes followed by Akrat Sarvadhatuka Yoga by the rule. Dirgaha Bhavati. Yakara Adi Kiting Iti Pratyaya Pare. V become V. Therefore Viyate. Similarly, Hve become who become Huyate. Ahuyate and all. Shvi, Shuyate. All those things we have seen. Jya, Jiyate. Grah will become Grilgyate. Another thing is this is a yak, okay. Adadatuka Pratyaya, no Itagava, because it's not Baladi. So thank God that it is not there, otherwise problem. Therefore, no it business here. So far easy. This is one thing which is actually Karmani is easy. Nishta Pratyaya, we have this problem. Coming. So, but of course, it is compared to Lang Rupam, Nishta Pratyaya is easy. Lang Rupam of the Dhatu, right? Kriyapadam. So, Nishta Pratyaya is easy, but only thing is, we need to know the Vyavastha. Vyad become Vidya, then Vidyate. Vash become Ush. Vyaj, which, then which plus Yak plus Te. Vichyate, how you get Vichyate? Vij plus Yak plus Te.
Ya is changed to E.
Yakara
Yakara
is
changed to
Yakara. No,
Yakara
Ya is
changed.
changed to E, that is okay. The Ya changes to E, then for Vakara plus E, therefore V, Wij plus Yak plus Te. Vijyate, right?
Yes. It is Karicha, Guruji.
Not
Vijya.
Karicha. Where Kar letter doesn't, Vakara is not a Kar letter.
Ah. Yes, Guruji.
Kuttam happens. Yakara is a Chavarga letter.
Choku. Okay, Guruji.
And followed by Jal or at the end of the Padam. It is Jakara replaced by Nakara. Sorry, Jakara Vijidatu, Vichyate. Not Kuttam. If it is Kuttam, you will have. Yeah. So this is something special. Actually, Vijidatu will take, first you do Kuttam. Vijantaha Dhatuttam Nacharati. So Vijidatu will take Pin Pratyaya. One Vijidatu Yaj. Shit. Vijidatu Yaj. It becomes which. Let me check this. How because not Kuttam. It's not a Jala also follows. Sorry. Kuttam cannot be applied. So if it is which dhatu, then Karmani Rupam of which. Maybe it's a mistake or what, I don't know. I have to check that. Vichyeta. Because there is no other rule by which it can become which. Probably it could be a mistake also. So let me check that. It's a typo. It could be a typo. Because Jakara becoming Jakara, there is no possibility. Let me check and tell you. It is not. It should be Vijayate only. It's maybe a typing mistake. Vijayate only, not Vijayate. Maybe the new document, I think it is changed. This is maybe old document. So I will mark here. This is something, it's a mistake. So it should be Vijayate only. Okay. It should be Vijayate. Then note that. Anyway, but I will confirm it. But check the. It's form. Okay. Vrashchadatu. That will undergo some prasam, become Vrashch. Okay. Vrashchate. Here also Chakara. The Chakara doesn't undergo change. Okay. Kuttam and all not possible. Followed by Jal. Okay. Jal. Chakara is not a Jal. Okay. Then Prachdatu.
Guruji, why Prasaram is not happening?
Where?
The
Where?
previous one.
Which dhatu?
What? Yeah, this one.
Which one?
Vijayate.
Samprasam has happened. Look, Yakara has become V. Yakara becoming V. Yakara is a N letter. N letter replaced by corresponding Ik letter Ikara. That's why you get Bij.
Okay.
As
So the
Vyadha become Vid. Similarly,
So Samprasaranam will happen to Yakar, not to the Vakara, is it?
that's what I said. That when Pratyaya follows, the Karya happens immediately before, right? So which is the first? Which is facing the Pratyaya first? Akara or Yakara?
Yakar, okay.
Always the operations will be from right to left because of the following only the Samprasanam happens because of the following Pratyaya. So therefore the first letter is Yakara, it undergoes Samprasaranam. Okay, let me ask, then why Vakara doesn't undergo Samprasaranam? Okay, let it happen after Yakara undergoes Samprasaranam. Vakara says Samprasaranam, Kimartam na bhavati. Anybody?
Once Samprasaram happened, will not happen again.
When Samprasaranam follows, Samprasaranam will not happen. Vakara cannot undergo Samprasaranam because Yakara has become Ikara. Ikara is Samprasaranam. And so when Samprasaranam is follows, N letter will not undergo Samprasaranam. Sarur, we have seen that also, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, what will happen? Goes back to the again old one.
Something.
You get into a loop. Okay, then breast. Breast become bridge. You know how it becomes. Sakara and Jakara. Bra will become, Repa will become Rukara. Therefore, bridge. After that, Sakara and Jakara. Sakara and Jakara, what will happen? Sakara in contact with Jakara.
Yes, correct.
Chuttam. Sakara will be replaced by
Shakara.
then after that. Shakara is a Jal letter followed by Hush. Therefore,
Just
to Shakara should be replaced by corresponding Jash letter, which is Jakara. Simple, okay. Bridge. So Shutvam followed by Jashtvam too.
Just.
Mm.
You have to see Shakara as a jal letter. Shakara which has come in the place of Sakara because of Shutvam. Then the Shakara when followed by Jhash will be replaced by Jash.
Yes.
Therefore, bridge. Bridgete. Okay. And that one Jakara can be removed also by the another rule. Okay, anyway, we are not done. Jaro Jari Savarna. Jar letter followed by Jar and Alaha Jaro Jari Savarna. By that can be removed. Bridgete. Okay, anyway, I don't know whether we have seen that rule.
No good.
Jaro, it's okay. We'll see later. Jar letter followed by Savarna Jar letter. What happens? That will check this. Sorry, let us continue. So here the Jaro Jari, I mean that will not apply anyway. It's okay. Because that will apply only when a Hal letter following a Jar letter, a Jar followed by Jar. But here it is Bru is not a Hal, it's a vowel. Therefore, Brijyate, both the Jakara must be there. Okay, you cannot apply Jaro Jari Savarne. It's okay. That rule we have not seen. Doesn't matter. We'll see it later. Context will come, we will see. Okay. So here it will not apply. Brijyate is correct only. Okay. Then Vachdhatu, Vach become Uchyate. And Vash become Ushyate. Yes, an important thing here. Sakara undergoing Shattam. That you can note. So here it's an exception. Not only Pratyaya Sakara, Radesha Sakara, but of the Dhatu, Vas Dhatu, Gaslu Dhatu, Shas Dhatu. The Sakara also can become Mudhani Sakara, provided the conditions are fulfilled. It should be preceded by a in or to. Here Samprasaranam happens, therefore Vakara becoming Ukara in letter precedes, therefore Sakara becoming Shatva. Okay, all these are Samprasarana Dhatus, you can know. This is a good summary. Then you remember this important one rule I said. Dhatu which are not Idit, they are called
Anidit Dhatu.
Anidit Dhatu.
Mm.
Ending with the consonant. Halanta Anidit Dhatu. Dhatus which are Halanta and this Anidit Dhatus, it means that Nakara in the Dhatu, not because of the Dhatu being Idit, it is there naturally. That when followed by Kit Pratyaya, then the Pada letter, which is nothing but a Vikara of Nakara. Vikara of Nakara will become drop.
Mm.
The here, Anch Dhatu. Actually, it is A plus Nakara plus Chakara, right? You know how it has become Anch, Padanta Nakara becoming Anuswara followed by A letter, therefore Parastavarna. Yes or no? You have seen, right?
Yes. Yes.
I think, yeah. The last class we saw, right?
Mm. Mm.
Padanta Nakara, how does it become Anuswara? By what is the rule? Though here I have not written now the step by step, but just written just like this. Okay. Actually, that Nakara is nothing but Nakara, and that Nakara becomes Padanta Nakara followed by Jal. What will happen? Anuswara. Anuswara followed by A letter becomes Paraswara. Therefore, only the Dhatu Ansh becomes Ansh, right? Therefore, Upada letter is what? Nakara only.
Nakara.
That Nakara will drop when? Of Anidit Dhatu. When followed by Kit Pratyaya. It's a rule. You understand? You follow, right? All of you.
Yes.
Yes, coach.
See, here one example. I just give counter. The Dhatu is Mantha. Is it a Idit Dhatu? Yes or no? Mantha, it's not idit dhatu, right?
Anidit.
Anidit dhatu.
Mm.
Therefore, here, apadanta nakara becoming, first is mantha.
Mm.
First, you have to do the process of dhatu. Suppose if you take like this, anuswara, that is apadanta nakara become anuswara, then parasavarna, therefore mantha. This dhatu, when this is anidit dhatu followed by kit pratyaya, the upada letter nakara becomes
Mm.
lopaha. In fact, all the dhatus here, upada is nakara only. Because of the following, it has undergone some change, the letter. There is another dhatu called mati. Okay, this is idit dhatu. That's another dhatu, mati. That also becomes, because it is idit,
Mm.
it will get numagama. Then after that, what will happen? Apadanta nakara becoming anuswara. Then after that, parasavana becomes mant. Now for this, if you do,
Mantyate.
here nakara will not go. This is counter example. Vyatireka udaharanam. Here it will be mantyate only. Please note. This is Vyatireka udaharanam. Please note. Dhatu is matin. Okay. So only for idit dhatu only this happens. That's what the rule says, right? Anidit dhatu, sorry. Only for anidit
Anidit.
dhatu. So anidit dhatu, when we say upada is, upada, that letter is nakara only. That nakara not because the dhatu is idit. That's what anidit we say, right? Understand?
Mm.
Anyway, so this is a counter example. Okay, anyway, this is not, it's out of exam yet, not required. I'll remove it. Fine. Now let us go back to the summary. So you can see all the dhatus having nakara and other nakara, etc. All are nothing but nakara only. That nakara will drop. That's why we say nalopi dhatavaha. Nalopi means nakarasya lopaka bhavati. Yesham dhatunam nakara lopaka bhavati te nalopi dhatavaha iti. So all the dhatus you can see. Anch become achyate, panch become vachyate, tanch tachyate, tachyate, kruchyate, mruchyate, mluchyate, chanchu. Chanchu means beak, comes from this dhatu. Chachyate, gluchyate, luchyate, ajyate, all these are mantha. Mantha here it is, not edit. Matyate, granth, gratyate, shrant, kunt, kutyate. All these are, you can see, udyate, karasya lopaha, budyate, indyate, bandhyate, all this. Here, because of the parasavana, becomes makara. Makara upada, gyakara upada, nakara upada, all are nothing but this form of nakara only. Tasya lopaha bhavati. Bramsh, brashyate, damsh, dashyate, shams, shasyate, srams, srasyate, brams, brasyate, trikhyate. Then, you know what are these? Dhed. What is dhed? Dhed, do, de, dudanj, dan, dudanj. Dhed is content is de. Dudanj content is da. Then do, de, here also content is da. And dan, da also content is da. What are they called? You get the sanya, gu sanya. Okay, this is just a name. In fact, we saw, but I mentioned, but not in detail here. You can see da, dha, I wrote, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is da, dha? Now take the 6 dhatus, the list, whose form finally will become da or dha. The, ejanta dhatu, that will become tha only, when Ashit Pratyaya follows, right? And do is also Ejanta Dhatu. That will become
Da.
da. They will become da. Already here Dudaj da is fine. And this is da only. And here also da. So finally all these 6 dhatus now reduces to the form either da or dha, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
These are akaranta dhatu now. Now what will happen akaranta dhatu when followed by kit pratyaya?
E.
Replaced by e.
E.
That is what we have seen. So the 6 dhatus are called by the name gu, the technical name. Da, dha, ghodap. One sutram is that. Dhatus, the da, dha, whose content is da and dha, only those 6 dhatus. Because there is another dhatu, dap, which should not be included. If you include it, it will become 7. That is why that dhatu is not that. Dap, dhatu having pakara as ita letter. That is not Gusangika dhatu. Only these 6 dhatus enjoy the sanya. What sanya? Gu. This is what in the rule mentioned. The rule gu masta. That is referring to the 6 dhatus. When followed by a hal, then what will happen? Al aladi kiting iti pratyaya pare, adadatuka pratyaya pare, ikara adesha bhavati. Therefore, the 6 dhatus whose contents finally become da or dha, but akara will be replaced by ikara. So they will become diyate, do will become diyate, they will become diyate, danj dhatu, dane become diyate, dan also become diyate, dudaj also become diyate. As I said, one more dhatu is there, which whose content is also da only, which is dap. Will it become diyate? No. Even though his content is da, but this doesn't enjoy gusanya. That's why the gusanya itself, da, godap. What is godap? Okay, let me write the simple rule. You'll understand the sanya only, name, namakaranam. See, gusanya is nothing but, here I write, the rule is, so that is sanya sutram is, da, then dha. Da, gu. Adab. Sutra is. Da. Adab means what? Accepting da. So sandhi, what you will have? U plus a. Godab. So this is the rule. Dha, godab. That is da dhatu and dha dhatu, whose content is only da and dha, excepting the dhatu, dab dhatu. Dab dhatu should not be included, right? So they get the sanya. What sanya? Gu sanya. This is by 1 20, the sanya. So this is a place where you can refer for the gu sanyaka dhatu. These 6 dhatus enjoy the sanya gu. What is gu? Gu is a kritrama sanya. It's not just a name, created name, artificial name. It doesn't have any meaning. Okay. Panini Maharishi just uses the word gu. That's it. You can use gu, kut, whatever he likes. Huh? Just a name given so that we can do the operations with the name. You require a name, right? Without name, how can you do operation? And the karyas, etc. You have to refer to something by the name and then do some process on it. So these are the 6 dhatus. And ma, sta, ga, pa, ha, sa. In fact, this is what is the explanation of this sutra. What sutra? Gu, ma, sta, ga, pa, jahati, sam, hali. Whole thing is given in the form of a table here. List of dhatus, the 6 dhatus plus ma dhatu, miyate, sta dhatu, stiyate, ga become giyate, pa is only pane, because another dhatu is there. What is that dhatu?
Pal.
Pane is there, another dhatu.
Parakshane.
Parakshane, yes. Parakshane, which is adadigana dhatu. So parakshane. So parakshane will become payate, not piyate, please note. That is why within bracket it is given. Understand? Pa is only pane in the sense of drinking. Not in the sense of protection, in the sense of pa rakshane, Ishvaraha pati rakshati. There it will be payate, not piyate. Understand? This document very clearly says pane only. Maybe in my document also I will add this. Pa is not given here. Pa means it is
Pane.
Pani.
pane only. Here I will write. It says pa is pane. Not to rakshane. Okay. Rakshane, if it is, then what will happen? Payate only. Okay. So let me write the pa is rakshane. Suppose if it is pa rakshane. Akaranta dhatu. Akaranta dhatu. Here I will write. Suppose if it is pa rakshane, then becomes payate. Pa rakshane. Okay. Then sa becomes siyate, ha becomes iyate. Iyate comes in Kathopanishad. Shreyascha prayascha manushyametaha. Tau samparitya vivinakti dhiraha. Then Sheyohi
Dhiran.
Shreyascha prayascha manushyametaha. Tau samparitya vivinakti dhiraha. Then Sheyohi dhiro viprayaso vinite.
Deyo Bandashtabun.
Preyo manda yukaksham. Not that one, but it comes in first mantra itself. Anyachreyoonyadutaiva priyaha te ubenanarte purushahum sinitaha. Tayoho shreyaha hadadanasya sadhu bhavati hiyate arthat yabu preyo vrinite. That hiyate, there is the first mantra. First chapter, second section. Hiyate. Okay, sasiyate. Then this we know, this asdhatu, samdhatus given, where the change of the form happens. Dhatu rupa becomes changes. Like the final one. When adadhatuka pratyaya follows, these dhatus will undergo change. Like asdhatu, bhudhatu, chakshatu, gas, etc. So that is given at the end of this summary here. So asyate, as become bhuyate. Asdhatu belong to the second gana, astista santi. That the asdhatu, not fourth gana. Fourth gana will be asyate only. Okay. This asdhatu in the sense of sattayam becomes bhuyate, chaksh becomes kyayate, jan becomes jayate. Jan becomes janyate, jayate vikalpena. Optional form is there, becomes jayate. Okay, this is jandhatu, jani pradurbhave. Kartari, it is jayate only. Karmani, we have a option. Janyate, jan is a dhatu, jan plus yak plus te. Then there is a one sutram is the vibhasha, ye vibhasha. By that, jayate also possible. So jan become jayate, the jayate or janyate, jan dhatu. Fourth gana, jani pradurbhave. I think, okay, anyway, in my document it is not there. I will maybe add that. Jan dhatu becomes ja. Jan dhatu becoming ja. Okay. So with this, I will add later. With this, our summary is done. You can do some karmani exercise. In fact, that's why personally I opened this randomly this document. We don't have time today, so we'll stop here. We'll see in the next class. We'll take some 1 or 2 lessons and do this. That Karmani is over. Then we will move on to the next topic, Kshatrajna. Do you remember Anton exercise we were doing, right? Anton, part 1, which lesson we were doing, remember? Last lesson, you can just see. The last lesson of the Antons, if you know, it's good. I don't know which lesson we did, the 3rd or 4th or 5th, whatever it is. You can see from the channel that Anton lessons are there. The last lesson you take, you can try both Nishta Pratyaya and Karmani.
Yes.
The translation of the sentences. Either you can do the Saṃskṛta to English or English to Saṃskṛta, whatever. English to Saṃskṛta would be better because you'll have 3 jobs. First is translation. Second thing is Nishta Pratyaya Prayoga, then Nishta Pratyanta Prayoga, then Karmani also. But you need to find what is the last lesson. Please, if anyone knows, you put it in the group. You can take that as a homework and try. Okay. We'll see you next class. We'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः ಗುರುಜಿ.
Dhanyavadaha.